People promise themselves they'll save later. Next month, next raise, next year. Not because they're lying, but because later doesn't feel like them yet. Why future you feels different from present you? Your brain doesn't experience time evenly. The present feels real, urgent, emotional. The future feels distant, abstract, almost imaginary. So when you think about future you, your brain treats that person less like you and more like someone else. That's not laziness. That's wiring. How this disconnect shows up in money. This is why people say things like, "I'll start saving once life settles. This won't matter long term. I deserve this right now." In the moment, spending feels helpful. Saving doesn't. Because spending feels like taking care of yourself. Saving feels like giving money to a stranger. Why saving feels like a sacrifice, even when it isn't. When you save money, nothing improves immediately. No relief, no reward, no visible change. So your brain asks, what did I gain from this? And the honest answer feels like, nothing. Not because saving is pointless, but because the benefit belongs to someone you don't fully recognize yet. Why financial advice fails here? Most advice assumes one thing, that present you and future you feel like the same person. So it says, be disciplined, think long term, delay gratification. But you can't reason your way out of a disconnect you don't feel. Advice fails because it speaks to logic, while this problem lives in identity. What actually changes the dynamic? People don't start saving consistently when they become more disciplined. They start when future consequences feel closer, when future problems feel personal, when future stability feels like protection, not sacrifice. The moment future you stops feeling like a stranger, saving stops feeling like loss. The quiet shift most people don't notice. At some point, something changes. You don't argue with yourself as much. You don't need constant motivation. You don't feel like you're giving something up, not because life got easier, but because future you finally feels familiar. Saving stops being a favor. It becomes self-respect. People don't sabotage their savings because they hate their future. They do it because they don't recognize it yet. Money problems aren't always about spending too much. They're often about saving for someone who doesn't feel real. And the real breakthrough isn't willpower, it's identity. Because once future you feels like you, protecting them stops feeling optional. And that's when saving finally sticks.